Now, firefighters battling another day of high winds and challenging conditions as they race to contain the wildfires raging in the Superior National Forest in Canada. In the latest update this afternoon, we learned crews detected 3 new fires. Adding to the ones already burning, officials say they've scorched about 63,000 acres in the U.S. and more than 8,000 acres in Canada. We have team coverage tonight, beginning with Morgan Wolf, who heard from officials on the ground about the challenges they're facing. Morgan.
Yeah, Kevin, today in an update, fire officials say that they made a lot of progress on these smaller fires, most of them more than 50% contained, but the larger fires are still presenting challenges.
We are looking at doing prep on a lot of Echo Trail. Echo Trail is a long corridor. Most of the fire perimeter, the footprint is north of Echo Trail, and that's where we want to keep it.
So though recent rain has helped slow the spread of the fires, weather officials say that it will take a lot more to make a dent in the drought conditions that's fueling them. One major breakthrough, though, has been in the air. If you remember last week me telling you about those days of the thick smoke that had them grounding the planes and helicopters, well, within the last few days they have been able to fly again, and those crews have made a lot of progress from above. Now the attention is really turning to the wind. Firefighters are concerned that stronger gusts could be pushing these flames towards homes and cabins near the Echo Trail. We also did find out that they have a lot more firefighters on the ground. They're helping them. When I last checked in with the crews on Thursday, they said they had roughly 500 firefighters. Now we found out that they have 780 personnel on the ground, which is great news for them. And in terms of the acreage, 63,000 acres burning. To put in perspective for you, that's about 5 times the size of Lake Minnetonka.
That is perspective indeed. You know, the acreage reports from officials seem to have dropped. Do you know why?
They said that because when they couldn't fly, they have been able to now look more closely from the air, giving them more of an accurate read.
All right, Morgan, thank you.
Tonight, we're also hearing from a member of the National Wildfire Incident Command Team who is from northern Minnesota, and he says he has never seen anything like this. And he's shedding some new light on what the broader community there is up against. Kent Erdl joins us now, continuing our team coverage. Kent?
Yeah, Gail Knight lives in Ely and is also part of a team that's trying to get the latest information to residents. And while a lot is happening very quickly, he's also trying to prepare himself and his neighbors for weeks and weeks of this. Knight moved to Ely in the 1970s, working for 16 years as a seasonal ranger for the Forest Service. And for the past 30 years, he's deployed all over the country as a public information officer for incident command situations like this. While he's worked wildfires in the area before, he says it's hard to underscore just how early these fires have started and how much fuel is still out there, which is why as he posts daily updates about evacuation readiness, he has to strike a difficult balance.
I want to get the right information out. I don't want to put my community into a panic. This is serious. We don't know what's about to happen yet. The fire season is really just getting started.
And the concern up there isn't just with keeping residents safe. Despite the closure and evacuation of the boundary waters, the Forest Service announced today that they have still found cars parked in different access points, forcing them to work with law enforcement to identify the owners and where they might be, all while they're trying to protect lives and property. Rena.
Now that remote part of that boundary waters is really hard to clear and to fight those fires. So they're up against a lot of challenges. Kent, thank you.